Hi guys, hopefully you're keeping well. Here we are with a new video. And Pilates Nutrition, we organize online classes Tuesday, Thursdays 12 o'clock, Thursdays 6:45, and Saturdays 10 a.m. All the exercises are done for clients that currently are taking classes. However, it's your responsibility if you want to try a few of these moves. If you have any questions, you can send us an email on info@pilatesnutrition.com. And we started doing a few circuit training Pilates kind of classes over the last 2-3 weeks, where we just do squats with a few exercises to raise the heartbeat. I will do a different exercise and a different video on that. So today is just going to be, this video is going to be more about some stretches. So we're just going to come into high kneeling. Feel free just to come into a standing position. And we're going to bring the arm by the side of the body, and we're going to bend the elbows so the hands are facing up to the ceiling. Good. Tucking in the elbows just below the shoulders. We're going to exhale and open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Open, close. It's just about rotation of the shoulders, so we should be feeling it right in there. One last one. And we're going to come into fist position. I'll show you from the side so the wrists are bent. And we're just going to lengthen the hands and open them. And we come into the boxer position and open. Elbows tucked in and open and tuck in. I want us just to open those wrists really nice and the fingers. One more. And close. Good. From here, let's just bring the arms by the side of the body. One arm will just go up to the ceiling, and we're going to swap the arms as we circle. And swap. And circle. One more. And we swap and circle. We stay there. We're going to bend the elbows and try to grab them behind. So I'll show you what's happening from the back. We may be able to touch them. I'm not touching them here. You may be able to touch them. So find that stretch. That's what it's about. One more breath. And do the arms. Swap the arms around. And we're going in the other direction. So we just swap and circle. Swap and circle. Swap. Circle. Swap. Circle. Two more. Swap. Circle. Swap. Circle. Stay there. Then for me this side is even worse. And stay. Feel that stretch. 3, 2, 1. And done. And from here bring the hands behind the head. And we're going to bring the elbows in and open them wide and in. We're doing all of these movements of the shoulder blades and shoulders without engaging the spine. The spine will want to the chest may want to go out. We're not letting it or just curve. We're just trying to keep the spine as much as possible in neutral. As we exhale, we close. Inhale, open. One more of this. And open. Good. Bring the arms by the side of the body. And coming to the side, we're going to bring one leg forwards. And we're going to come onto either side for a nice lounge. We're going just to stretch the hip flexors and back. So make sure that in this one, that foot is just, I rather it's out rather than in. So when we come to the maximum, we should still have either 90 degrees or no further than the toes, yeah? So we're doing one more of this. Good. We're coming forwards, we're staying forwards. We're going to bring the chest up and stay there. Stay there, lean a little bit more forwards if we can, and come down back again. And so on either side, we're going to tuck in the toes of the back leg. Back leg lengthens. We're going to try to lengthen the front leg as well. Bring the toes up and think about opening the chest. So I'm not rounding here. I'm really nice and open, feeling that stretch. And we bend the front knee, toes down. We lower that back leg. We're doing one more of this. So we lengthen, heels pushes away. Lengthen that front leg, toes go up, and we open the chest. 3, 2, 1, and we bend, and we bring that leg back, bring the other leg forwards, and we're doing that again. So we're just going to go forwards and back a few times. Try to keep that pelvis square as much as possible. And we can be a little bit curved, but think about that chest is opening and we're stretching again the hamstrings as well as the hip flexors. One last one. We're staying forwards. Bring that chest up. And we're staying there. Think about opening the hip flexor. Try to have the pelvis as much as possible in neutral and square. We come down. And on either side, tucking the toes of the back leg. Lengthen that back leg, heels pushes away. We try to lengthen that front leg, bring the toes up. Good, feel that stretch. And we bend that knee, bring the toes down, and we reach forwards and come down. We're doing one more of this. If you want to do fist instead of the fingers, you can. So we tuck in the toes, lengthen that back leg, the heels pushes away, lengthen that front leg, toes up. Open that chest. Good. And then, good. Come back. We're going to come into a plank position and we're going to hold it in here for 15 seconds. The first thing that we want to start going down is that lower back. Don't let it. As well, the head may want to drop. No, keep that chest up. And I don't know how long we just did, but let's just do 5 more seconds just in case. If you're getting tired and you cannot cope with it, you can bring the knees down, but stay forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees down. Come around, sit forwards. We're going to stretch the shoulders. So we're going to bring the arms behind. We're going to lift the chest. And then from here, we're going to move the body weight forward. So maintain that open chest. We're going to lift that glute and walk the legs away as far as I can. You may want to start doing this. Don't. Keep that chest really nice open, feeling that stretch of the shoulders. Good. Keep on opening that spine. Don't let that spine come into curve. And we walk back. We're doing one more of this. And we walk again. Open. Feeling that stretch. One more breath. And walk it back. Bring the arms to the forwards. We're going to come into a little rounded position. Bring the arms chest height, opening that spine a little bit more. As we exhale, we start tilting that pelvis. Coming to the tip of the shoulder blades. Bring the arms by the side of the body. Feel the heels pushing away. Have those back of the legs working as well. Stay curved. Keep on looking at your pelvis. Good in breath. As we exhale, we come up into seated. We open the legs. Open the knees wide. Bring the soles of the feet together. Arms go forward. And we're diving with the pulse forwards. Good. And we bring the sole of the feet onto the floor. Open that chest as we inhale. Exhale. Round that spine. Tip of the shoulder blades. Bring the arms by the side of the body. Feel the heels really pushing. Stay. On the next exhale, come up. Push the heels down. And we open the knees, all of the feet together, open that spine, and chin to the chest, and we dive forwards with a pause, and up, and we go back. Let's go a little bit quicker. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Open the knees, all of the feet together, and we dive with a pause. One more of this. And we come back and we count for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. Open the knees, all of the feet together. Open that spine first, and chin to the chest as we exhale, and pause. Good. Bring the arms by the side of the body. We're going to keep the knees bent. We're going to flex the ankles, and we're going to grab the toes. Good. From here, I'm in a little rounded position. And from here, I'm going to just try to think as if I'm going back, but the fingers are, because they're onto the toes, they're not going to let it. So we're going to try to do that kind of movement. So we're staying a little bit rounded up. Let's just open the chest a little bit more, shoulders down. And from here, from the pelvis, have a look at what's happening from here. I'm going just to start sliding back. And I push back and I have a great stretch. I'm tucking in the chin. And I'm going forward. So have a look about what's happening here, yeah? So from here, we have a nice open chest. It's not this. Try to have the neck aligned. Then from the pelvis, I start kind of coming back. And I'm having a great stretch. And forwards. 2 more of this. And we push back. And forwards. 1 last one. And we push back. And forwards. And we keep that chest nicely open. We're going to feel a nice back of the thigh stretch now, hopefully. Keeping that open chest, I'm going to lengthen one leg and back. If this is crazy and super hard for you, you can bring the hands towards the shins, but I want it just to be as much as possible forwards so we feel that back of the thigh stretch. Yeah, 1 more set of this. As you see, I'm not changing the position of the spine. On the contrary, I'm trying to go forwards, not from the neck, from the whole of the spine, starting from the pelvis. So think about pushing the sit bones further into the mat. Let's just lengthen one leg. Let's see if we can lengthen the other leg and go a little bit more forwards. More forwards. Good. If you're here, wherever you are. Feel that stretch. 3, 2, 1. Restart the spine. Bring the legs together. Make sure that we have enough room to go back. So arms come chest high, and we curve that spine, come down, bring the arms overhead, point the toes. As we bring the arms up to the ceiling, we flex the ankles, good in breath, and as we exhale, come on up, and we reach forwards. And slide back. When the arms come up to the ceiling, toes point as we lengthen the arms over. Arms go up, flex the ankles, exhale, chin to the chest, come into seated, flex the spine forwards, and come back. Point the toes as the arms go overhead. 1 more of this. Up and push. And back. Good. Circle the arms a couple of times. Yeah, I was just checking to see if I was still in the video. I'm not very good with the videos, you know. 1 last one. Good. From here, we're just going to fold one leg up. And then we're going to place the ankle onto the opposite thigh. Have a nice stretch of the glutes and open the hip. From here, what may want to happen, the pelvis may want to start doing this. Try to have both glutes nicely onto the mat. Good. That pelvis. Good. Arms a little bit wider. We're going to have a good in breath, and we're going to fold that leg into a knee fold. Then we bring the sole of the foot down. As we exhale, we're just going to do a hip roll, keeping the shoulders down, bringing the sole of the foot towards the floor. As I inhale, I bring that up. I'm going to do a knee fold and down, hip roll to the other side so the knee comes towards the floor. I still keep those shoulders down. I come back from the corner, from the leg. Feel the difference and fold, stretch that glute. And then 1 more set of this. Exhale and down, hip roll. Inhale up on that hip roll. Exhale, fold. Exhale, lengthen. Exhale, hip roll. Inhale, fold. Nice. This is your last one. From here, we're just going to swap into another exercise, keeping that leg folded, arms to the ceiling. We lengthen that leg. And we bring the arms overhead, then up to the ceiling again, chin to the chest, come into seated, Good. Bring the arms behind, bend the knee, and come into table, reverse tabletop. Good. Again, I don't want the hips just to be falling. I want the pelvis to be neutral. Come down. We bring the arms forward. We tilt that pelvis. Come down. Arms to the side of the body. Adjust the leg, and we do a nice spine curl. Good. Stay there. Feel that nice stretch. Come down. Arms to the ceiling. Lengthen the legs as we inhale. Exhale. Come on up to seated. Good. Arms behind. Bend the knee. Reverse tabletop. Stay there. And come down. Arms go forwards as we inhale. Exhale. Round back. Arms by the side. Adjust the leg. As we exhale, we come up. And come down. And do that leg. Fold the other leg up. We have to do all that onto the other side. So stay there for a nice stretch first. Think about the pelvis that wants to go maybe to somewhere crazy. Try to keep that pelvis in neutral. Good. From here we're going to do a knee fold. Probably one leg feels completely different from the other. Come down. As we exhale, we hip roll, keeping the shoulders down onto the mat. Come towards the foot. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale down. Exhale, knee comes towards the floor. Keeping the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale down. Exhale, foot and the hip roll. Good. Inhale, come up. One last one. And down. Try not to go from the legs. Try to do everything from the waist. You feel how different it feels. Good. And fall. We're changing to the other exercise. So arms go up to the ceiling. Lengthen that leg. Good in breath. We bring the arms overhead. As we exhale, we bring the chin to the chest. Come on up to seated. The arms come behind. We bend the knee. And we come on up to reverse plank. Have a look at your pelvis that we're not twisting. So keep that pelvis in neutral. And we come down. Arms forward. As we exhale, we tilt that pelvis. Come down onto the mat. Arms come to the side. Pelvis in neutral. As we exhale, tilt that pelvis. Bringing the spine up. Bring more body weight towards the knee. Rib cage is down. Pelvis in neutral. So many things to think about here. And we come down. And arms go up to the ceiling as we lengthen the leg. Exhale, chin to the chest, and up we come. Arms behind, bend the elbow, bend the knee, and come on up. This is the last one. And we come down, and arms forwards. Exhale, start tilting that pelvis, push the heel down so the foot doesn't come up. Adjust the leg, and we tilt that pelvis. And stay for 3, 2, 1, and come down. And do that leg. And we fold one leg, we fold the other leg, hang on from the shins, and we start rocking. We're going to do 5 or 6 rocks. And we're going to end up into sitting. Good. Have fun with this. Couple more of these. And we come back to sitting. Great. From here, we're just going to come into mermaid position. I'm going to have my right leg forwards and then the left one towards the side. Temptation here, I want to be here with this glute off. So we're just going to be doing a few, going forwards and back. So we just start to feeling that glute anchoring back onto the mat. Good. One last one of these. We're staying quite anchoring there. From here, my left hand will just come towards my right knee. My right arm will go up to the ceiling, and we're going to do a side reach forwards. Good. Now my left hand will just come to the left knee, and then I'm doing a side reach in neutral. Then from here, let's be careful with this one. I'm going just to have a look at my foot, hang on from the sole of the foot with the left hand, And I'm going to do a tiny side reach into extension. Good. Then I'm going just to rotate towards that right leg, and I'm doing a nice push-up and come up. One more of this. Left hand to right knee. Right arm up to the ceiling, and side reach forward. Keep track of this glute. Same side, hand and knee, and side reaching neutral, and rotate a little bit behind, and side reach behind. Good. And we rotate towards that knee, and we do a nice chest press. Good. Come on to the side for a nice side plank. You can choose your variation. The key thing is that the shoulder is away from the ear, so we're either going to be onto the knees, or we can just do that side plank with the legs lengthened. You can just have the legs away from each other, and you can have one on top of the other. Whatever works for you. Shoulder away, and we're going just to come on up. If you want, you can bring the arm up to the ceiling. And we're building on this, so next week we can just do some more stuff things on two side plank, some more fun. 3, 2, 1, and come down. And we're bringing the legs into mermaid position again to do everything onto that other side. So just from here, I have my left leg forwards, my right leg is just towards the side, and let's just do a little bit of lifting that glute and just anchoring it more into the mat. It goes quite well with what we were doing last week of the rolling, that kind of movement of rolling from the pelvis. One more of this, and I'm going just to grab with my right hand my left knee, so I'm rotating in that direction. Left arm goes up to the ceiling, and I side reach forwards and back. Right hand to right knee, and I side reach in neutral, which we're used to doing. I rotate back, hang on from the sole of the foot, and I side reach behind. Be careful, rotate towards that left knee, and push up, and we're going again. Right hand to left knee, arm goes up, and side reach in flexion. Same side, arm and knee, side reach, rotate, side reach into extension, rotate towards that knee, and push up. Good. From here we come into that side plank position. Again, you choose your variation if you want to come onto the knees, or legs lengthen away, or one on top of the other. The key thing is that shoulder, so I'm not here, I'm using my waist to lift myself up. Good in breath, and let's just go up. If you want to bring that arm up to the ceiling, and we're here for 5, 4, actually we do more than 5, yeah. 5 now, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Have a couple of shoulder rolls. We come back to that mermaid position. And from here, we're just going to try to come into the knees. We may do something different next week. So no arms. We're going just to have a good in breath and try to come onto the knees, opening those hip flexors, and then we sweetly come down to sit. Good, and go up again. And sit. Slowly, one more. Open those hips. And now, can we just come into that other position without touching the mat? And let's just try to do 3 or 4 of these. Think about those glutes really nicely onto the floor. Let me adjust myself so I come onto the knees. And we're just going to come up, open the hips forwards, and sit down slowly. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more of these. Inhale up, exhale down. One last one. And up and down. Good. Come around into 4-point kneeling. We're finishing with a bang. We're going just to do a little bit of funky cat, what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. So I'm doing 2 of those, and then I'm just doing the one with downward dog, the full shebang. Tucking the toes, Good in breath, open that chest so the hands are below the shoulders, knees below the hips, tailbone pushes away, crown of the head pushes forwards. Good. Nice open chest. As we exhale, I'm going to start tilting that pelvis, round the spine, and hinge towards the heels. Come back into 4-point kneeling as we stretch that spine. I'm going to lean a little bit forwards, open the chest, not the lower back, and we do a push-up if we can. And up, and I come and I start tilting, and as I hinge back, feeling the great stretch, come back into neutral position of the spine as I balance the body weight between the knees and hands. Open that chest as I lean a little bit forwards, press up. And one more, we're just doing a different variation. So stay here if that works for you. Otherwise, we're going to try to come into downward dog in just 1 second. So same balance between hands and knees. Lean forwards as we open the chest. Push up and up. Find that neutral position. Bring that chest in a little bit. Good in breath. As we exhale, knees go up, downward dog. Tailbone goes up to the ceiling, chest towards the knees. The heels are up at the moment. The heels will come down. Feel that stretch on the back of the legs. Try to bring more tailbone up to the ceiling. The chest comes in. From here, the heels will go up. I'm going to curl forwards into plank position. Lengthen that spine. Then from the head, I'm going to round the spine, bring the pelvis up to the ceiling, to downward dog, open that spine, bring the chest towards the knees, and we bring the heels down. And we bring the knees down to the floor, and we go all over again. Exhale and round, hinge back towards the heels. Nice. And inhale, come back into 4-point kneeling, lengthen that spine into neutral. Hinge forwards, open the chest, push up and up, balance between the hands and the knees, neutral position of the spine, knees go up, tailbone up to the ceiling, come into the downward dog, the heels are up, tailbone higher, sink that chest. Good. Heels go down, find that lovely extra stretch, don't curve that spine. I want that lower back really into neutral as much as possible. Heels up, and we go forwards, curving the length. Stay there. Chin to the chest, curve the spine, and come into that downward dog. If this doesn't work for you, you can just stay with the other funky cut that we were just doing. And we bend, and we sit back. Couple of breaths here, and we come into seated. We cross legs. We have one hand on each knee for a little bit of extension, and we're done. So good in breath, and we're going to press with the palm of the hands the knees, and we're going to lift that chest up to the ceiling, and we look, and then we round forward, and we open and round. So think about pressing those hands onto the knees, elbows super wide, shoulder blades come back, so retract a little bit and round. One more of this. And down. One last one in breath. And round. Good. Have a couple of nice shoulder rolls. And let's just grab right hand to left knee. And let's just rotate. That pelvis stays in neutral. And we try to grow a little bit taller. And come back, left hand to right knee. And we rotate. And back to the middle. Let's just have one massive in breath as we bring the arms up to the ceiling. And down. And we look a little bit from side to side. We look forwards. And thank you so much for joining me. See you next time. Any questions? Info@pilatesnutrition.co.uk. Take care. Bye-bye.